Welcome to Check It Out Report. We're going to be looking at a Whataburger sandwich. It is called a patty melt. I picked it up a little while ago. Here's the typical patty melt bag it comes in, typical. It was a pretty realistic price. I don't know if she put the receipt in here. But let's take some of this out. This is the wrapper it comes in. It's a typical Whataburger wrapper paper. It's about 2 layers. And here is the sandwich within. There it is. It's on toast, toasted bread. And within the sandwich, let's try to take one of these apart. I did take the opportunity to cut it in half. It's cheese and hamburger. It looks like 2 patties of hamburger here. So that's why it weighs so much. It weighed in at 11 ounces total, which was a pretty heavy hamburger. It cost me, I don't have that receipt on me. It was about $7.50 if I could remember, right in that range. It was very bad service. We had to wait for an eternity, it felt like, to get served, and I was not happy with that. But once I got up to the window, they were very gracious, and we had no problems with what we had ordered. So let's see if I can't get this a little bit closer, maybe to me, perhaps. Here we go, hopefully. The sandwich measures, well, it's a typical loaf of bread, and it measures about 4 1/4, 4 1/2 by 4 1/2, and it's about 1 1.5 to 1 3/4 of depth. I already told you it weighed 11 ounces, and they did forget to give me napkins. I had to ask for those. It took forever to get through the line. They weren't making the meals for everyone, which was a shame. And anyway, that's the way it is. This is called a patty melt by Whataburger. Now, they did supply a thing of ketchup here. I don't know if people use this to put on their sandwich. I guess they do. We'll try a little bit of this ketchup. Let's see how that works. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna bite into this bad boy and see what it tastes like. It's about the worst Whataburger I've ever been to, and I told them that when I pulled up to the window. They weren't happy about it, but somebody needs to straighten them out. I've been over there twice for different things, and it takes forever to get through the line. The patty melt is good, and I've had them before. In fact, I think my granddaughter and I possibly have eaten one before. It does have some chopped up onions on it, which is nice. And I'm still trying to get my new setup right here. I've had to move because of certain things as far as where I do this. I like the onions, it's a good touch. And of course the cheese comes roaring through your mouth, and then you have the hamburger patties, which are very good. So I was hoping my granddaughter would help me in this particular one because she's visiting us for the spring break, but she decided otherwise, and that's fine. She'll figure it out one day how important this is. Anyway, I do like the sandwich. It's a good sandwich. Like I say, I'm familiar with Whataburger, having lived in Texas all my adult life, even though I'm not there right now. And that would be my go-to fast food joint. I have all the typical fast food sandwiches, hamburgers and chicken and nuggets, and they even have fish. Their onion rings are delightful. They also have French fries. So no complaints about their meal. And again, I would rate the service on a scale of 1 to 10 today. I would have to rate it probably 5, okay, or less. In fact, there was a gentleman outside of Whataburger doing some kind of a survey on a notepad. He looked like some kind of administrator or something, and I called him over and complained to him. And he said he would go inside and see what was going on. And immediately the line started moving. So I don't know what was going on. They were in spring break inside of Whataburger or something. But it finally started moving, and we finally all got served. I was about 5 cars back, and there were probably about 5 cars behind me stacked up, which was ridiculous because nothing was moving. The patty milk, I would have to say, is at least 8.5. The overall on this particular trip, I would rate probably a 6.5 or 7. So that's about it. And until we meet again, happy trails to you. Have fun with your loved ones. And until I see you again, God bless you. And see you again.